You're still watching Citi Newsroom on Citi TV.
Now, the unbearable traffic congestion experienced on the Kasoa-Winneba junction will ease by the end of the year. This according to the Ministry of Roads and Highways. It follows the mobilization to site and commencement of construction works to dualize the stretch in a period of 30 months. The contractor has been charged to prioritize the traffic bottlenecks to reduce the travel time of motorists. Caleb Kuda has more in the following report.
Aerial shots showing traffic situation from Kasoa heading towards Bujubiram. From Kasoa to Winneba is a distance of 30 kilometers, but passengers tell us they sometimes spend 4 hours moving from Kasoa towards Cape Coast, particularly due to the traffic situation that is often seen on the Kasoa-Winneba Junction highway. On top of that, vehicles get broken along the way, and that compounds the frustration of road users and commuters like these men and women, some of whom are going for funerals in the central and western region.
We are coming from Tema, and we left the station at around 6:30 a.m. But the moment the car pulled out of the station, we saw that it was 40. Because the crutch was not picking up. But the driver managed gradually until we got here, and then the car...
You left at
6:30.
It's now 9:10.
9:10, yeah. And the driver is saying that he's calling the station and he's not getting them.
Ordinarily, even if the car were in good shape,
Yeah.
how long would you have spent driving or in the bus to Cape Coast?
Oh, you know, Cape Coast is just about 2 hours journey. By then, you could spend about 4 or 5 hours in traffic.
Taking a walk now in traffic because it's really slow. Of course, later we'll join the ride. But you would notice that this is where the dual lane from Kasoa towards Bujubiram ends. It ends here and then it becomes a single lane. So the construction from Kasoa to Winneba Junction with some 4 interchanges will start from here. How long do you often stay in traffic here?
Like today, over the weekend, you know, it will take you like 2 hours before even you get to Bujubiram.
Wow.
Yeah.
From Kasoa to Bujubiram?
Yeah, it will take you like, it will take like 2 hours before you get.
What impact does that have on you road users?
It delays us. Maybe you are in the hurry unless you wake up very early in the morning at dawn, then you can, you know, just go by the traffic. But if let's say 6 o'clock after 6 on the way, then you'll be in the traffic for that hours.
Tell me your experience with traffic on this road.
My brother, it's something that we know to talk about it. It's too much. Even I was thinking that after the overhead, the freeway is worse. And I think the economy also is part of it.
Is it?
The economy is part of it.
How?
Because people have to travel probably yesterday, but they couldn't. They have to go and do 1 or 2 before them. So you can see that the cars, if you the passengers car, they're all full. Even some of us cars we are going, we have to do Akpa before. So this road needs to be expanded. As we dual carriage.
Yeah. It's underway. The government says that it has started. It started in January, that the contractor is on the road. Is that so?
This government,
you don't believe that?
We don't believe.
What do you want to see before you trust that work has started?
No, what shows that work has started? What do we use to construct the road?
Maybe it's at the design stage.
How many years do we do design? When people are dying, so we are waiting for design many years. What will take them to start the work?
We are going to Mankesim, but then we are coming from West Hills. Yeah.
And you've been in traffic for more than 30 minutes.
Yeah.
How many more minutes do you anticipate you could be in traffic?
Maybe by 1 hour we should get to Mankesim.
Typically, how long should it take for you to do this journey?
If we had set off around 5 a.m., by 1 hour we should be in Mankesim.
Wow.
Yeah.
But because you set off a little later, it's going to take you how many more hours?
3 hours.
That's 2 hours more.
More, yeah.
And is all that in traffic?
Yes. We are going to spend the whole time in traffic. As you yourself, you can see.
What's your name, sir?
Daniel.
Daniel what?
Buedu.
Daniel Buedu is telling me that they will spend an extra 2 hours in traffic simply because of the time they left. Now, if you're looking at it, if you're calculating it really well, that means that a lot of fuel will be burnt on this stretch. And for those who are not in very comfortable vehicles like this one, they'll probably get to their destinations with body aches and all of that, simply because they are not in very good vehicles. If you take this public bus, for example, there are no seat belts here. So if there is any fatality, if there is any crash, the fatality will be high. And that's no speculation, because we do know from figures between 2004 and 2011 that the Cape Coast Accra Highway is the deadliest highway in Ghana. Through the traffic from Kasoa-Winneba, we've driven all the way past Potson, got into Winneba, and we've seen that the contractors are on site. What they are doing so far is to clear the areas where there isn't encumbrances or encroachments. So through the green areas, much of the road pegs have been fixed so that the demarcations are properly marked out. At the moment, we've come to the campsite of the contractors, the Ghanaian firm NAG Fairmount. They are the ones on this 30-kilometer expansion road. And I will be talking to the PRO of the Ministry of Roads and Highways to provide us more clarity with respect to when you will start seeing significant work happening on the road.
At Sapato, we will have some interchange over there. Then getting to Budubram, the camp will have some flyover that separates the local traffic and then those going through. At Akoti Junction, we'll have some signal lights. The original plan is to have some interchange there, but we'll look at it. If by signaling that junction will be okay, then fine. All the way to Winneba Junction, where we also have an interchange. It's a dual carriage road. It will have service lane. The contractor is on site, as you can see, mobilizing to site, building its campsites. So far, as you saw, the contractor is in the process of demarcating the road alignments and putting pegs where they're defining the road alignment. And we are sure that very soon, once we can remove some of the obstacles in terms of encroachments, the contractor will just start work.
What assurance can you give Ghanaians that this will be completed on time? And while you're doing that, what priorities are you giving to ensure that the traffic bottleneck doesn't double as we are seeing on the Pukwa-Sinsawam road?
So as you drive on the corridor, you can see that the traffic is much heavy from Kasoa coming to Akoti. And so we've asked the contractor to ensure that he focus much attention over there, so that maybe towards the end of this year, that traffic should be gone. Because if we can dualize that place within the first phase of this project, to ease the traffic, because from Akoti coming to Winneba, the traffic is not that huge.
I am now at Bujuburam, and it's traffic from Kasoa, traffic from Winneba. Traffic in, traffic out. It's distressing for the commuters, but the Ministry of Roads and Highways is assuring the commuting public that this situation will ease by the end of the year, because they've tasked the contractors to prioritize these traffic bottlenecks while they take on the project of dualizing the Kasoa-Winneba junction in 30 months. For Citi News, I am Caleb Kuda.